go. Let's just share this in the stream real quick. Here we go. There we go. Yep. What's up, guys? Give me 1 sec. I gotta grab something to drink. All right, here we go. So it just occurred to me just now that I still don't have my lighting up, and I don't have my backdrop up yet. I'm a terrible live streamer. Okay. All right. So guys, before I get anywhere, before I do anything with this tier list discussion, I want to give the disclaimer that these are my opinions. Now, my chat here, of which I've got 43 viewers and 5 likes, 43 viewers, 5 likes. I'm gonna chat with my chat about these tanks, and we're gonna work through this together. But generally speaking, this tier list is gonna be mine, and it's gonna be my opinion, very subjective. Don't get too upset if you don't agree with these heroes, where I place these heroes. And as a reminder, here are my my tentative tier lists. I'm sorry, the titles, I should say. All right. The titles may change so that they're more understandable. I understand that a lot of people that don't have English as their primary language will be watching this video in the future. And I want to make it as easy as possible for new players that don't have English as their primary language to understand where I'm coming from. All right. So future viewers of this video, refer back to this tier list as I'm discussing these heroes. If you guys get confused, and of course, chat, you guys do the same. If you have any questions about why I name a tier or something, there's no reason why I named a tier or something. I just being silly because this is just a stupid game, and we're taking it way too serious sometimes. So with that being said, I got 50 viewers, solid amount of viewers. Looks like I got some people sending me messages on Facebook. Maybe I'll answer some of those while we're here. But today's video is about the tanks of the game, and we're going to refer a lot to Tim's spreadsheet, Tim's Hero Wars character spreadsheet. And the reason why I'm referring to this spreadsheet is not because of his tier list, but because he's got the tanks kind of broken down right here at the top. Really easy for us to look at, so we can work through them together in this way. All right, sound good? So for those of you curious about Tim Davis runs the Hero Wars mobile community, the GOAT Facebook page. Very strong community of mobile players. Very some people are going to make fun of you if you ask a question. Some people are going to be extremely helpful. You're going to get a great mix. But there are about 46,000 people in this group. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to click on the Files button right here. All right. And then choose Hero Wars Character Data Sheet. And that is this spreadsheet that I'm looking at right here. Okay. So just for the sake of answering everybody's question on where I'm getting this spreadsheet from, I do not distribute this spreadsheet. I am building a spreadsheet Such a funny thing to say about this game. Everybody builds spreadsheets about this game. It's so funny. But that's what I'm referring to. So just now that we got that out of the way, let's talk about the tank class a little bit. We've got according to this spreadsheet, we've got what, nine tanks in this game. Some of them are great, some of them need work. I don't know. Do you include warriors in there? I don't know. There are tanky heroes like Jorgen, Krista. Who else? Anvari is very tanky. I'm not going to include those. I'm not going to include those in this video. Those are going to be in the support or control videos. All right. And for future posterity, what the point that I'm trying to achieve here is to give new players an idea of which tanks are good to build a team around and which tanks are okay and which tanks need work. So I just want to chat for about an hour, maybe a little bit longer, about the different tanks that we have in this game and where I feel that they belong on my tier list. So we're going to start with, because he's my favorite, we're going to start with Astaroth. All right. So Astaroth is the same as he is, same on Facebook as he is on mobile. So we don't have any discrepancies here. Okay. And while I read the comments real quick, I'm going to put this question out for about a minute, maybe 2 minutes, and get people's idea on Astaroth and where he fits. Can you fit him into just about any team? Can you swap him in for just about any tank, or are there teams that he only works in? All right, so that's what I want. That's the kind of question. That's the kind of thing. Martha's not a tank. Tim doesn't have her listed. Well, is she classified as a tank? She's support healer. I'm gonna group her into healer. So what do you guys think in the overall grand scheme of things? And first of all, every single hero fits into the new puppy tier. That is, your favorite hero is the best hero. All right, except for dead battery tier heroes down here. All right, every hero is the best hero. How can I expand this so you don't have to see all my stuff here? All right, so I like to say some counter teams, all these meta teams, it's just a game. I have to be mad. So what you're saying is have thick skin. Basically, I have extremely thick skin. Warrior equals paper tanks. Agree. Yeah, warrior can't tank. Some can tank for a few hits. He has become much stronger with that new magic skin. Hi, Charlie. Could you tell us how to make Galahad work? Galahad is a very poor team tank. Galahad will last forever, and he's very strong in physical teams. But I think he's one of the weaker tanks. And I know that's a bold statement, but again, that's my opinion. On mobile, she's a tank. She was listed as a tank a long time ago. She was listed as a tank. Is she listed as a tank on mobile still? That's interesting. I'm going to pull it up while we're chatting here. Astaroth is the best tank water bottle tier. Agree. Top tier should be able to play in any team. If Galahad is a tank, Ishmael and some other fighters should be tanks. Might as well count. Ast is the beast. So Ishmael is not a tank. Ishmael, while he can take a few hits and he's very strong leading the fight in a lot of team compositions, Ishmael is, I believe, he's a warrior, right? Where is Ishmael? Warrior. Yeah, he's a warrior. He fits in the same categories as Bob here. Bob's got some defensive abilities, right? Don't you dare badmouth Galahad. You know what? I love Galahad. I love Galahad so much. He is by far the most popular tank on my server, and I love that he is shut down completely by Jorgen. Completely shut down. But he lasts a very long time. She's support on mobile. No, she's support tank on mobile. Interesting. Well, okay. I'm going to talk about her in the healing. I'm going to talk about her in the healing video, but I will say that she's probably a water bottle tier hero. So we're going to go ahead and let's see. I'm going to make a list here. So we've got any team. Actually, I'm not going to do this here. I'm going to do this on here. I feel that Astaroth is water bottle tier. I think he's water bottle tier. I think that you can easily build a team around him. You can specifically build a team tailored to his strengths and weaknesses. He fits very well with certain types of hitters, like Satori with Kira, people that can, you know, that tend to get knocked out very quickly. Lars, and I think you can swap him in. I think you can swap him in for most tanks. And Arcana's got it right on the head. Our Astaroth has utility in any lineup, regardless of enemy damage type, due to his revive and energy steal. Poster child for Waterball. No, Darren. Jorgen would get eaten alive by Satori. But Galahad Satori, no. Peter, it's okay that you're late. That'll be 10 push-ups. 10 push-ups. I'm kidding. Don't do that. Don't do that. Let's go ahead and knock out Rufus. All right. So my opinion of Rufus is that you need to build a team around him in order for him to be successful. I don't see him as being a direct replacement for any tank. I see him being potentially even fits into certain teams against certain teams. I don't know that I would build a team around him. I think that he's more of a support tank. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about Rufus? First of all, did my game auto-correct Astaroth, or did my... It did. There we go. Weird. So I feel like Rufus fits right here. I think Rufus is less of a tank than he is a supporting, not a support class, but a supporting hero. That's how I feel about Rufus. What do you guys think? Yeah, I'll talk about Ziri next. Let's see. Situational. He sucks. Rufus is tough. He's one-dimensional. You can build a team around him on offense, but that's only because he's a counter to magical damage. Agree. Substitute K. See, okay, so Rodrigo, great point. Rufus is a substitute tank in case of magical enemies. Would you build your main team around him? Yes or no? If yes, then he would be this tier right here. If he's only subbed in against certain teams, then he's a counter, like Peter said. Milk crate for Rufus. I agree. That's where I feel he's at. I do want to mention, Peter brought this up. Actually, I'm sorry. Loud Matt brought this up. Rufus is very strong in the campaign, and he's also strong against Outland. This boss right here, let's see, the Outland boss, Vajar. Vajar's got a area of effect fire damage that Rufus will block very well at high levels. Very strong there. Rufus is worth leveling up for the campaign, in my opinion, and for some counter mage teams, but I feel that he's firmly right here. Second tank on a defensive team, definitely no. Yes, he's a counter. Okay. I'm still pretty new, but Rufus is weird. Has to go against a specific team and have a team around him. Yep. What's up, Glory? Glad to see you. 98 viewers. I think this is the most viewers I've ever gotten. 98 viewers. Fantastic. All right, so that takes care of the tank supports. Let's go up here. Let's talk about these guys right here. Let's talk about Ziri. All right, let's talk about Ziri as a tank. Tim has placed Ziri as an S tier. Where are you? As an S tier. As an S tier hero. I think that you have to build a team around her. I think that she doesn't fit in any team, especially if you had a Satori team and Satori was your second. If you had a Kark team, Kark probably be okay. if you had any team that had a weak second hero, I think that Ziri would be wrong for that team. I think you need to build a team around Ziri. I think you need to have a strong second hero if you're playing with Ziri. That's my opinion. What do you guys think? You can build up Rufus's armor and give him additional armor via weapon artifacts. Agree. Looking good. I've got to put the kiddo to bed so I can't watch live. Seen a little bit, Sean. She's not S tier. She's A tier. Charlie Chambers, nice. I don't have Ziri leveled up. Hate the dive. Agree. I don't like the dive. Whenever she got the new skin, the new devil skin, which I love the devil skins. This line of skin. In fact, I think off topic, but I think Elmer's devil skin is my new favorite skin in the game. I think I've spent a little bit of time going through skins, and I think this is my favorite skin. Off topic, but I feel that Ziri does not fit into every team. I think she's a strong tank. I think she's a very strong tank. But we're not talking about how strong of a tank she is. We're talking about how well she fits into what teams. What's up, L? Ziri's good with Ishmael. Yep. Strong warrior second. Good with King Mao. Good with Anvari. Good with... Probably put Rufus there if they line up like that. She has more than 200,000 health in the next top tank. She's good, but not best because she lives second hero to tank. Aurora's devil skin looks fantastic too. Agree. Aurora's devil skin looks great. Very good. I like the devil skins a lot. The new ones. Ziri's my twins tank. So, okay, Merkstar. Ziri is your twins tank because... I'm sorry. Rick Sawyer. Ziri is your twins tank because Krista can take some hits. I second your opinion. I use her as my main tank. You need someone else to soak when she burrows. Elmer can work. Elmer would actually be a great second hero with this. Ziri with Galahad second in attack team. All right. Water ball too for she's stop sign. Yeah. I think she's probably. I don't think I give her enough credit. I think she's probably, because a lot of you have mentioned some of her perks. She has more than 200,000 health. She's got these skills. Focus of Hatred is the only... She's got the only taunt in the game. And for some of you may not have a lot of experience playing role-playing games, tabletop, board game, paper and pencil, I guess, or video game RPGs. But characters that have taunt typically are your tanks, warriors in Final Fantasy, paladins and ninjas sometimes. Having that taunt, World of Warcraft, the warrior has taunt. A lot of the bear druid and the protection paladin have taunting or provoke abilities where they force the enemy to attack them for a while. And I think that's a pure tank skill. I think that, Reflection of Pain, this right here is what kills it for me, though. All right, if you can keep her health up, she's probably the best tank in the game. The best pure tank. I think Astaroth's utility kind of outweighs her a little bit. I don't know if I'm just biased or if it's actually the fact that his utility outweighs the energy burn, the revive, the area of effect shield. I just feel that she's stop sign tier. A lot of health and armor. She might have the most health and armor in the game. Ziri is amazing in campaign. That is true. Reason why she could be S rank is that she's very useful for almost all modes. She's fantastic. Peter makes a great point. I've seen a lot of really good boss fight teams with Ziri. A lot. Is this covering? No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. All tanks have taunt. Yeah, well, that's because they really watered down the game. For a while there, the protection paladin didn't have taunt. Paterlion healing. Ziri, Elmer, Kira, Nebula, Dorian. Elmer jumps back and gets Nebula boost as well as Kira. It sounds like a great team. What is her artifact ability? Armor. Just plus armor. I'm a big fan of tight crop top t-shirt Ziri as well. The developers really know how to draw these female heroes, don't they? Really do. Look at those assets. Yeah, I agree with Peter, his most recent comment here. I don't think that Astaroth is better than Ziri at tanking. I just think that the difference between them doesn't matter as much. We're not, so let's we haven't even started. Rodrigo, we haven't gotten to Luther yet. But anybody else disagree with me? She doesn't fit into every team, but she is somebody that you can build a team around. Yeah. They're so accurate. Well, they're not. I mean, Ella, I don't know if you were here for my other stream on Saturday, but we just picked out things in my room to name the tiers. But not one of the best tank heroes in the game. I think the Astaroth, Galahad, Aurora, and Cleaver better for most teams. I think Galahad is a noob trap. Like I'm doing a video. I'm gonna do a video next week where I discuss the Facebook and mobile heroes to get to level up to the chapter 8 boss, and I'm going to suggest to everyone to skip Galahad. It is my opinion. It is my opinion, but I'm going to suggest to everyone to skip Galahad. You can be mad about it if you want, but I think you skip. I think Astaroth is the best first tank for every player. Once you get his barbarian skin, I think he's the best. I want to see the video of your girlfriend here and you get excited about. Well, actually, I'm in my basement, which is considerably more soundproof than my basement was at my old house. So you can't really hear. All right. Simply the best. How about that? Full dodge team with a healer doesn't work because you can't dodge magic attacks. Can't dodge magic attacks. Why are you mad, Markstar? Astaroth is a bad offensive tank. But whenever I need more offense, I pull him out and I add in Jorgen or Celeste or Kai, or Ishmael. If I'm going up against Aurora, I pull out Ishmael. Speaking of Aurora, let's talk about Aurora. Can we swap Aurora in to any team and she can tank? Can I swap Aurora into my Bob team and she do just as good as Astaroth? Can I swap Aurora into a Twins team and do just as good as Astaroth or Ziri or Galahad? John, you're a different case though. You're a different case because you're already at in-game. I'm talking about for new players. People are trying to decide which tank to use. Do I pick Astaroth? Do I pick Galahad? Do I pick Aurora? That's the point of the video. Not which tank sucks at in-game. Which tank is good at in-game. That's kind of this video to an extent. No on Aurora. I don't think so. So I feel like no way. She can take by dodging, but you can't dodge magic damage. See, Mr. Ziana's got. Mr. Ziana has said this. No, she's good only versus mage teams. The only reason why people think that she's good against mage teams is because of this ability right here, the Rainbow Halo. I think that Aurora is she a dead battery tank? I'm confused about Aurora. I like her a lot. She's got some of the best art in the game. But she's got this shield that implies that she's really strong against magic damage teams. Right? This is just a damaging ability. This is just a stun. This is just a damage ability. However, her primary mitigation stat, she doesn't have magic defense for a skin. She doesn't have magic defense as a glyph. She doesn't have magic defense as an artifact. She's got one of the lowest magic defenses of all tanks in the game. And people think that she's good against mage teams because of this ability. Help me out here, guys. Sean, welcome to the stream. I'm very confused on what Aurora is used for. I'm very confused because she's supposed to dodge. That's her main form of defending herself, is dodging. But you can't dodge magic attacks. And she's got an ability that says, hey, new players, use her against mage teams. If a new player was asking me which tank to level, Aurora would be the last one I would recommend. Of the three that you get, you know, day one. She's good with mage heroes, not against them. The problem with Aurora is that she's designed around dodge. She's a dodge tank, and dodge has to be maxed against enemies just to dodge half of incoming damage. That is another good point. So the way dodge works is dodge skill, right? Which I don't even have here. Let me just show you here. Stats, no. Here we go. So when dodge rating equals the main stat of the attacking hero, she has a 50% chance to dodge. Animated eye candy. She lasts against twin teams on my server. Okay. Arcana makes another good point. She halves magic damage against herself, but does very little for the rest of the team. I think this is my first controversial hero. I think it's my first controversial one. Chat box is below the video? I don't know what you mean. I can't adjust that. Not in my top 25 teams. Okay. Charlie Chambers, don't get Charlie going over the tune thing again. What did he say? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Wonder how Aurora and Rufus together would work, because wouldn't his shield absorb magic damage and she would be useless? That is a good question, Loud Matt. I'm not sure how that interaction works. The shield partially absorbs magic damage. After absorbing a certain amount, the shield explodes. What does Rufus's ability say? Where's my Rufus? There he is. Absorbs all magic damage. They wouldn't work together. Rufus and Aurora wouldn't work together. So, okay, so the Lian team, I really like her in there. Change my video size to move the chat box. Oh, you're talking to him, not to me. Right. So, see, I don't know how to change my video size. Thank you, Arcana. Arcana is the man. I've learned so much from him in the last 2 months. I think this is controversial because she will be she will be my second tank in Grain Arena because I'm building the Aurora. This is going to be my Grain Arena team, my second Grain Arena team. Where are you at? And then where are you at, Leanne? This is my second Grain Arena team. So I'm so hesitant to make her dead battery tier. The shield never explodes. So if she's actually bugged like that, then she's 100% dead battery tier. I like that, Peter. Frontline damage dealer. I like that. I like that. Okay. So we're going to leave her here, and I'm going to get yelled at a bunch. I'm okay with that. I am okay with that. So let's talk about Galahad. Let's talk about Galahad. Galahad on my server is somebody I love to go up against because my team just wrecks him. So he doesn't really do much for your team as far as tanking, aside from being a thick meat shield in the front. But you could argue that you could sub him in because of his vampirism abilities. You could sub him in against... I'm sorry, you could sub him in with any team in place of any tank. Mercstar, that Aurora team is not hot garbage. I will happily duel your team with my Aurora team. No, I'm not kidding, Gary. I am absolutely not kidding. You have no idea how strong that team is. Thanks for joining the stream, guys. For you guys just joining. You get yelled at by people who haven't invested in her. I get yelled at by people all the time anyway. You should see how much cussing I get. He bumps back to the tank, sometimes exposing the second hero. Yeah. See, I'm torn on this one too, because he's more of a very, very survivable warrior. But you could sub him in. You could, sub him in against, or sub him in place of just about, any tank, and he would do okay. He's got a really strong twins team. The Galahad twins. Let's see. Let's go in here. Guild battles. This team is very strong. It's very strong. You could put him into a really strong Kira team. We'll do this. I keep losing my train of thought. Sorry, guys. Here we go. You can put him in place of Cleaver in a lot of places. He is kind of mediocre. I agree. And Galahad Galahad he's one of the few tanks that doesn't provide armor as his artifact weapon. Provides physical attack. But I agree. Hussein says cheap version of Cleaver. Agree. Don't have a healer, he will die fast. Agree. If he doesn't have energy, he will die fast. Gal twins team. You're gonna be surprised. You're gonna be surprised, Markstar. Just for fun, because I love seeing this team blow up other teams. Faceless, Leon, Celeste. All right. Charlie's team 2. Challenge. Against my Galahad twins team. I know that this isn't the point of this video, but we're just going to do it just for fun. I actually want to see if her thing blows up or not. I'll speed it up a little bit. Yeah, never blows up. How about that? You guys see that? What do you think of that, Mark Star? I agree that Galahad is very strong with Oliver, but I don't want to do pets in this video. I don't want to talk about pets in this video. Because they add so much, and the mobile players don't value it at all. Don't value it at all. All right, so this is my team 2 in Grain Arena, and my team 1 is this. No, this is my team 1. I agree, it is much. I was surprised, Mark Star. I was so surprised with that team. You can make an argument that he stopped sign. Actually, I like the dragon with Galahad. The dragon? Oh, yeah, Anubis. That team will work on mobile. Sean, you're serious? Why so serious? That's a really good team. So Arcana, you said that you think he's milk crate tier. I don't know of a single instance that I would sub in Galahad for more damage or against any certain teams. I don't know of a single situation. I think he's more can build a team around him. So Loud Matt makes another point too. In fact, I get into an argument about this all the time. I think Kira is a faster hitting, quicker damage version of Kark. I think that Kark is obviously he's my favorite hero in the game, but I think Kira in the right team is a better damage dealer than Kark is. Teams that are, like you said, all or nothing. Do you put an asterisk next to Galahad and say you can perform better in the second position sometimes? Whew. See, this is the gray area that keeps me up at night. Arcana says something about, do you put an asterisk next to Galahad and say you can perform better in the second position sometimes? Is your tier? See, I think that there are better second position heroes than Galahad. Ugh. This was the tank that I was worried the most about, because he's not a tank. Like, since his change, he's definitely more tough, but he doesn't do. I mean, there are other heroes that push tanks back. Like my Faceless does that. Kevin, you got to win the skin to get a free skin. Dead battery him? Oof. But he's already been reworked. I'm going to put him in stop sign tier, because in the right team, he will shine. But I don't know that I would put him into every team in place of Astaroth. I'm going to put him there, and I'll probably think about it again tonight after I get off the internet, get off here with you guys. He does. Forms. Yeah, we'll just do that. Milk crate. Yeah, see, I don't know. And see, this is the problem with my tier list is sometimes there's overlap. Sometimes there's some really strong overlap between the different options. Kevin, I'm not saying that Galahad is a bad tank. No, he's a very strong tank. He's a very strong tank, and I would happily recommend him to anybody in certain situations. I think, and he's definitely new puppy tier. Okay, he's definitely new puppy tier. So don't give me that broken heart emoji. All right, Kevin. Oh no, you're giving me the broken heart about winning the skin. Well, that's fine too. You mentioned Ziri. You need to. Maybe you should include 2 hero combos as tier. See, I don't want to do hero combos either because I don't want people to get caught up in I need to level this hero with that hero because it's not true. Aurora is dead battery tier. Kevin. Because her ability is bugged. Because her violet ability is broken. It doesn't work. Gal Kira, Nebula, Sebastian Jet, or Gal Cleaver, Jude, Nebula, Sebastian. The first team, Sean. See, let's talk about Luther now. Let's talk about Luther because in a lot of ways, a lot of respects, I feel like Luther is very similar to Ziri in how he should be ranked. Now, in the right team, I feel he's a very strong tank. He's a great counter to Martha. But he has that jump ability, which is a great ability because not only does it deal damage, it makes everybody turn their head, which is kind of a taunt, kind of a provoke. It stuns the enemy. It does a fire wave that deals area of effect damage and another stun. And he's got strong magic defense. He's got one of the highest armors in the game. Not a huge fan of his skins. Like, I just don't like the big lollipop look. This is probably my favorite skin. I think... Now, Luther is my tank on my mobile team, but I have a strong second hero. I think that he is stop sign tier because he requires a strong second, like Galahad, like Anvari, King Mao, Kark, Elmer, Pavitra, Aurora's violet ability. There's it doesn't actually fire off. It prevents the damage, but it doesn't actually explode. Aurora is a good tank in the right situation. What does that mean? He needs to pair with a true tank. Faceless. I would pair Galahad with Ziri or Luther. Faceless makes him useless, throws him back. Agree. Luther is perfection, but you need to put him to a certain team. Agree. I surprise a lot of teams in Arena. I think Luther is very underrated. I've always wanted to build a team with Luther, but has to have a strong second position behind him. In my opinion, Luther is one of the most underestimated heroes in the game. I think with as many Marthas as we're seeing in the meta right now, I think Luther is extremely strong. Luther Krista. Yep, Luther Krista is a good team. I think Luther would go great in the Twins team. Faceless makes Luther useless, I believe. Top teams in my server use Cleaver, Kira, Jorgen. I think Cleaver is good. Can't find a team to beat him. Use Dorian teams or potentially teams with Luther. I love Luther and Anvari. Anvari should be considered a tank. He's a little weak. Agree, Peter. But that just goes to show you that there's counters for everything. Peter says that Faceless and Maya do not make him useless, Luther, but really limit his unique strength. I think that it's good to have that. He's growing a little bit late. He's the worst tank. He's the worst tank in in-game? Interesting. I haven't heard that opinion. I'm okay with it. So Daredevil is a good tank until you drop Astaroth for another hitter, and then Anvari just falls over. Hello, Martha. Ziri and Faceless negate Arthur's strength. Luther Jump will work better with a hero who does not push her movement like King Mao or Lars. Luther and Vari, Jew, Sebastian, Martha forever. I already purchased today. Zebulon, what'd you purchase today? You buy Luther today? What do you guys think about this, though? Luther doesn't fit into every team, but he's a very strong hero to build a team around. And that team requires a strong second hero. And fast heals to keep him alive. What do you guys think? Agree. Yeah. All right. Let's talk about Cleaver. So I think Cleaver is water bottle tier. And the reason why I think he's water bottle tier is I think that you could pop him into just about any team and he would do okay. I think you can build a team around him. And I think you can pop him into just about any team. You can pop him into a Twins team. You can pop him into a Kira team. You can see him all the time in Kark teams, in Satori teams. I think he's water bottle tier. He's got some pretty interesting offensive kit for a tank. He's got a big area of effect damage with this and a stun for the first row. He's got this that increases his health. And since his strength is naturally going to be higher, dodge tanks can't dodge him as easy. Right? This. Knock out those Marthas. Knock out those weak back row heroes. Good with the most teams, maybe. Yeah. Nick, no. Aurora does not. Full dodge team does not work reliably because you cannot dodge magic attacks. Now, I think Cleaver's overrated. I think he's kind of overrated. I think he's a strong tank. I don't know. You saw my my Granner team that I'm going to be building with him. But I don't think that he requires a certain cast of supporting heroes, and I don't think that he is a sub in against certain heroes, against certain teams. So I think that he's water bottle tier. That's my opinion. One loud Matt, if so the problem with what you're suggesting here is I'm not trying to disagree with you that Envari is a tank, but where do I draw the line? Do I include Krista in this conversation? Do I include Jorgen in this conversation? Because in a lot of teams, Jorgen is the tank, Chris is the tank. Kevin, what is it that you disagree with about the video that I made? Did you not like the information? Was it that I lied about some things? I'm curious about your feedback. Did you comment on the video and I missed it? Dorian is a good cleaver counter, a really strong cleaver counter if your Dorian can stay alive long enough. Yeah. But see, Arcana, I agree with you, but then, you know, am I going to go in and am I going to do a video for Warriors? Or do I include Warrior with Marksman? I think I should include Warrior with Marksman. Maybe not. I don't know. You know, Anvari is listed as support control, but I would say he's comparable to a warrior. You know, I'm not sure why Dorian's considered a support. It's kind of weird. But yeah, I agree that he's a stronger tank than Aurora. So Peter, I understand what you're saying. To be fair, Loud Matt is kind of right. If you include Galahad, who's a damage hero, but Galahad is a tank. He used to be a warrior, but he was changed to be a tank. Like I'm not like disputing you, but he's a tank now. He used to be a warrior. Nick, Luther with Aster and Lucas would be good if Aster and Lucas also didn't have a bug. Yeah. Well, you know, let's chat about it. What we can talk about him. We can talk about why not? We can talk about the non-tank tanky heroes. We'll talk about that after. We'll talk about those later. Yeah, we'll talk about those too. So, does anybody disagree with me about Cleaver? Aside from the video that I made on him. I don't want to do 7 different videos. I don't want to do like a marksman video and I want to do 4. I want to do tank and damage dealer and support and healer, but I'm not sure if I can do that. Yeah, Nick, Aster and Lucas has an attack speed bug. It's got an attack speed bug with the second ability. Luther's got one of the highest healths in the game, naturally. I agree, El Cusco. I agree that Cleaver is overrated, but I think this tier describes him the best. Kevin, no, I thrive on feedback. If it's a problem that I can fix, then I'll fix it. Okay, yeah. You know what? I'm sold on it. I didn't want this video to go too long because I want people to, you know, check it out later, but let's go ahead and include, we'll talk about Anvari, Jorgen, and Krista as well. Am I missing any other tanky support heroes? I don't think I am. Let's talk about these two guys first, Lilith and Chabba. And honestly, guys, I'm going to need your help. I have no idea with these heroes. Let's start with Lilith because I think she's a little easier. I think Lilith is stop signs here. And this is why. I think Lilith is very strong, especially on mobile, on defense. On arena, on defense. The stats you said the chances are one day you get stones of heroes you don't have, and next day you get stones for heroes you already have. Got them all except Cleaver, didn't improve my chances. Ah, I see. So that was a mistake. I actually read that wrong. It had to do with the like the first free hero that you get. Let me see if I can find that thing real quick. Tell me what you guys think about while I'm trying to find this file. What do you think about Lilith being, you can build a team around her, but she doesn't fit into most teams? Or is she garbage? Or is she, you know, is she swapping in versus certain teams? Well, I try to find this image. I actually got a lot of flack for that comment, Kevin. A lot of flack for that. And I was just reading the article. I didn't make that information up. I got it straight from Nexters. Let's see. Where is that video? Oh, here it is. Was it this? Oh, that's not it. Okay. Organize a tank. What? Godly on defensive teams. Dead battery for Facebook. I was wondering if stats are part of the reason for classification. It could be. Can make an argument for Lilith and dead battery, milk crate, or stop sign. I want to like her. Yes, Lilith can be great. I think Lilith would be better if she wasn't in front of most tanks. I'm sorry, if she wasn't behind. She's got a weird position. I can't remember what it was. Charlie, thanks for stopping by. A few times Lilith has just stopped me single-handedly. Yeah, I think she's amazing on defense. I think it was the video on where to spin your emeralds. Don't have her. Nobody uses her. Don't have information. I lost heart against Lilith. Arachne team 1. Arachne, I feel like, especially on mobile, is one of the best stall heroes. Oh, chest. I can't find it. Kevin, I'm sorry, I can't find it. But yeah, I think what happened was I read the article about the drop chains for the hero stones, and I think I read it but didn't interpret it correctly. I definitely made the mistake on that. It was I believe it had something to do with the % chance to get a new hero as the first free hero that you got. Yeah. Flame skill. Me too. She's tough than Ventures. Let's see. There are a few times Alyssa just stopped me single-handedly. Don't have her. Nobody uses her. Weaker than Galahad, but can gain so much health if not targeted. Agree. I think the Lilith is Milk Crate. Fits into certain teams. She works best in the second position and can get really high health. She lines up behind most tanks. She ends up at the front. Timeout. She can never reach her full potential. Don't worry about it. Thanks for clarifying. Yeah, no, I hate to be incorrect. I don't want to mislead new players. That's like my biggest fear. Lilith and Galahad as a tag team work. I don't know. Actually, it's stop doing that. Good. Who would we put in this team? Satori, maybe? Not that team. Nope. I think she's probably pretty strong against bosses. But you can't push back boxes. So Andy says that she's good in a stall team. I agree she's good in a stall team. So does that mean that you need to build a team around her? Like specifically build a stall team? Or does that mean that you sub her in? Because Milk Crates here is heroes that you sub in against certain teams. I'm not sure of what team I would sub Lilith in against. But I do see her strength as a defensive or a campaign hero if you build the team around her. But Luther Lilith twins Martha. Marcus allows Lilith to build health uninterrupted on a timeout defense or campaign. Not new, but your videos are helpful. Well, yeah. Yeah. Galahad's Iron Scar turns pride with a subject. Yep, that's a good strong combo there, Dritz. Yes, have to build her stall. Dead battery for Lilith based on your tier requirements. That doesn't mean Lilith is bad. I don't know. So you think that Lilith is bad until she gets reworked? I think we need to make an important distinction here. This is a hero worth making a distinction for. I think on mobile, she's a stop sign tier hero. I think on Facebook, she's a dead battery tier hero. How do you feel about that compromise, Arcana? Because let's talk about why. On Facebook, her skin that she just got, her winter skin is armor, whereas on mobile, her winter skin is health. Well, hold on. Arachne, Lilith, Anvari, Martha, Luther? Luther. It's a fun team. John, you should join my Discord if you haven't already. I like the Lilith skins a lot, Francisco. John, if you haven't joined my Discord, in fact, let's go ahead and plug this Discord real quick. If you guys have not joined my Discord, I highly recommend you do, because we've got some very strong players in there that have a lot of experience in this game, that are there just to correct me when I make ridiculous statements, because I make some ridiculous statements. Give me 1 sec. Whoops. John, if you haven't joined my Discord. I clicked on the wrong video there. Stop. Here we go. There we go. Oh, there we go. Okay, yeah. J team comp I found until you hit the, you can secretly adjust to be the, I always use my weakest team to their strongest, manage to get, yeah, you can do that. Do that. All right, let's Luther, Lilith, Twins, Martha. I want to try this Arachne team first, and then we'll move on. We'll move on to Chabba and then Anvari. Lilith. Why did I clear that out? I don't understand why I cleared that out. Arachne, Anvari, Martha. Defense. Stupid. The microphone cable keeps getting in the way. I already know I'm going to need more offense, so that's why I did this team instead. See, I don't know. I don't think that she's that good. Let's try one more. Let's try Glory's team here. Twins, Lilith. Luther, Martha. Luther. This is a fun team. All right. Do 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 do. Okay. Well, that team is weak to the Twins, you know, either way. That Kark team in particular is weak against the Twins. If I did my standard Kark team with Sebastian instead of Nebula, I bet it's better. Yeah, Sebastian just beats the Twins. Now, back to what I was saying. This is how I feel. I feel that Lilith Facebook is dead battery, and Lilith Mobile with the health skin is stop sign tier. Anybody have anything? Any arguments for or against before I move on? If not, we're going to talk about Chabba next. Chabba. You know what I should have brought up, actually? One sec, guys. I should be using this as well. This is Dan Buccini's guide. So Chabba is 7th ranked in armor. Here's the armor stats on mobile before the Ziri skin was added. I should say before the Ziri and Astaroth. Like this is missing a few skins. This is missing a few skins. I don't think it's been updated since Halloween. All right, so here's the armor. Here's the armor rank. Right. Milk crate for Chabba. Would a Leon Chabba Phobos Dark Star combo work? Leon Chabba Phobos Dark Star. A lot of control. I don't think it would. I don't think it would because Phobos is pretty weak. And I mean, it might work. Chabba's squishy. Ivan, they haven't changed. Water bottle, stop sign, milk crate, dead battery. I haven't changed them. I haven't changed them. So I've got one vote for milk crate. I could see both. I can see both Glory's argument for milk crate and Arcana's argument for water bottle tier. I think that you could theoretically pop him into most teams. A lot of people don't realize this, but his magic defense is one of the highest in the game, and in fact, it's the highest of all tanks in the game. Chabba has the highest magic defense of all tanks in the game at 26,000. That being said, this shows the terrible discrepancy between armor and magic defense. If you look at this chart here, take a look at the magic defense numbers here. The first tank is rank 12. Why is it that the first magic defense tank, the first tank that has high magic defense, is ranked 12th out of all these heroes? Whereas if you look at armor, Luther, Galahad, Marcus, whatever, Cleaver, Astaroth, Chabba, these 5 of the top 6 top armor heroes, and Ziri now that she got her devil skin, she's up there as well. Why is it that the top heroes with armor in the game are tanks, whereas the top heroes with magic defense in the game are assorted other heroes? Why is that? Doesn't make any sense. Now, when Astaroth got his magic defense skin, did bump him up to about here, but still. Yeah, Loud Matt, you are right. With the on mobile at least, his magic defense is much higher. On Facebook, he got a magic attack skin. Magic attack on Facebook. It's ridiculous. So Chabba's got the highest. He's got the highest magic defense of all tanks, at least on Facebook. He's got the, where's the health? That's physical attack. Magic attack, magic defense, health. He's got one of the highest healths. He's got the 7th highest health. Let's take a look at his abilities. His ability to remove a tank from the fight, in my opinion, is similar to Lilith's Flame Ram or Galahad's Push. Yes, the target is taken out of the fight for 4 seconds. But is that any different from a stun? Is that any different from Lilith pushing, pushing him back, Galahad pushing him back? Receives damage. Let's see. Removing control effects. See, I don't know. Random target slow. That's okay. Increases armor. I think Fat Layers is a very strong tanking ability. And health restore. Oh, right. Peter, you're right. You're absolutely right. That makes sense. With Astaroth's new skin, does he have more magic defense than Chabba? Hold on. Actually, I can check that. Some of you may or may not know this, but I was fortunate enough to get all of the maxed stats on mobile sent over to me. So I have all of the mobile max stats. Let me find the file here. There we go. So let me find, here we go. So Astaroth maxed out is 28,119 on mobile. $18.67. Now, this is mobile stats, and this file right here, this is Facebook. So yeah, I think on mobile, Astaroth has the highest magic defense of all tanks now. Well, let's actually compare him to Orion. Oh, you know what? He's got, okay, so Astaroth actually has the most magic defense on mobile now. How about that? Pavitra beats out Orion just by a little bit. He's a good for a single shot team. I don't have Chabba, but beat him daily in arena. Magic attacks target the whole team, whereas physical attacks almost always target tank. This is why armor is prioritized for tanks. Makes sense, Jonathan. Chabba should be able to eat several heroes in the front row. Oh, I would love that idea. Chabba is better than Astaroth, Galahad, Cleaver. That skin is pretty. It is pretty sexy. I was very lucky to get this skin come Winterfest. Are the stats different from Facebook and mobile since there's a different level? Yes, Vascal, yes, the stats are different. Some heroes, so on mobile, there's actually red tier. So you have orange +4, and then you have red +1, and red +2. These 18 pieces of armor and weapons increase the stats by so much. It actually improves like the stats that are important to that hero. For example, Kark armor penetration. A lot of Kark's armor penetration comes from red items on Facebook. So his armor penetration doesn't really take off until he gets to those. Excuse me, the coronavirus is getting me. I shouldn't joke. I'm sorry. So the stat difference is quite a bit. It is quite a bit from Facebook and mobile. Can we find that chart in Google? Not yet. Not yet. Are the stats? I'm going to have it built into a chart. Can we find that chart? Is there Vascal? Some skins have different stats. So Peter, Arcana and I were talking about this earlier. It frustrates us so much that mobile and Facebook are basically different games. How can you access the stat page? Well, I've been thinking about that. I've been thinking a lot about that stat thing. In fact, I've been thinking a lot about a lot of the resources that I use and how readily available I should make them. Is Fat Layer permanent during battle? Yes. Yes, it is. Let me pull him back up so we can have that skill. There we go. Fat Layer is always active. So if he has no health lost, then he doesn't gain any armor. But as soon as he loses 1 point of health, he starts to gain armor. So what do we think about this guy? Is he too weak to use as a main tank? Does he fit into just about any team you put him in? Do you need to build a team around him? Do you sub him in against? I don't think I can confidently say that he's not a milk crate. I don't think you sub him in against certain teams. I don't think you do that. Kevin, it's a matter of time, honestly. Since it's basically just me doing all this and gathering this material, the community managers, they're helping me as best they can. However, they don't, for some reason, they don't like free access to information. I don't really know why. So it comes down to, I have a day job that I have to keep. As much as I love Hero Wars Central, it isn't a full-time living, so I can't just quit doing it. So it's just whenever I can get to it. Like I can share all those pictures, but I would prefer to have some kind of sortable spreadsheet that people can look at and compare easily. So Alex says that he's not water bottle. He's not a fluid. I'd still argue water bottle, but that's just my opinion, and we all know what that leads to. I can see the argument for. My concern with this tier list is if I put heroes up here, like if I did this, people would be like, oh no, Charlie thinks that Chabba's a S tier tank. He's the best. He's up there with Cleaver and Astaroth, and people are gonna be like, I can't believe you're giving people advice to level Chabba, and that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to build an S through C tier list. I'm trying to, but see, I can also see where he would be dead battery, where he's not quite good enough. But it's just, I'm concerned that I have bias because I've not leveled him up, and I don't know. So Chabba was the other hero, aside from Galahad, that I was really concerned about because I did not know where to put him. Crazy, I actually have people that have already offered to do that, and I actually need to send those files out and get it going. There's a fantastic statistician, a very, very, very smart individual in the chat right now that, well, we spent a lot of time. If you got healed, the armor goes away. Yes, that is correct. As he gets healed, the armor goes away. That's the way I understand the ability. See, Ivan makes a great point. Ivan makes a great point about better options. So to me, the dead battery tier could be heroes that just aren't as good as other options. Make a team with him and fight against your Bob team. I don't even know what team to put. Like, I don't even know. Like, Mad Viking on one of the Discord channels suggested using him in a twins team instead of Ziri or Luther, Galahad. Let's try that. Let's try twins. I don't know. Let's do Celeste Jorgen. This one. Chabba? Question mark. All right. Cosmetic tier. Filled with the best skins in the game. See, he just dies. Like let's do this. Let's do this instead. All right. Let's challenge Bob 1. Let's put him in. Let's try him in the Kira Jet Dorian team. Is this the team? This is the team. Let's try this. Nope. Let's try him in my Leon team here. Chabba, Elmer, Ju, Sebastian, Dorian. All right, I'll try that one next. Oh man, maybe I should use Chabba instead of Aurora. Okay. Elmer, Glory's got some good team. Glory, you guys need to hit up Glory. He's a team guy. He knows some teams. Ju, Sebastian, Dorian. Ju, Chabba, Sebastian. Glory has made some fantastic just teams you wouldn't even think about. That's not going to work. I'm going to have to test. You know what I'm going to have to do? I'm actually going to have to test this now. Because if I can use Chabba on my Leon team instead of Aurora, I think that would be better. And not only that, but I could use my Christmas tree skin. That would be so awesome. That would be so awesome. The best Kira team involves a good tank, Kira, Nebula, Orion, or Sebastian and Jet. Chunky. What is the Fox team? What is a good Fox team? Dog, what's a good Fox team? Chabba, Fox. We're looking at Kira, Nebula. Are we doing Kira, Nebula? Like this team? G Glory, are you on the Discord? Are you on my Discord yet? If not, you need to be in my Discord. This is max testing on Facebook, though. You know what? He's going in water bottle tier. Chabba's going up here. Water bottle tier. Dallas West, you underestimate Fox. Fox is a bucket of armor penetration and anti-carc like you would not believe. Super strong. Chabba, Elmer, Jew, Nebula, Leon was the traditional single target lineup before Leon's rework. See, I tried that team and it didn't work out very well. I don't know what it was, but that team wasn't very strong. Jettis healer. Thank you, Glory. I'm going to make it easy on you. Maybe need some healers? Probably. I'm going to put him here, though. People are going to throw such a fit. People are going to throw such a fit. All right. Let's talk about Envari. Let's talk about Envari, and I got to put the kids to bed. Is Marcus? Marcus doesn't count as a... No, he's not. I'm going to do Envari again. I want to talk about Envari again on the support team. But I think Envari is firmly right here. I think he's right here. I don't think you can put Envari in my Bob team. You could probably fit him into Twins team pretty well. I don't think that you could put Envari in as a tank in Kira teams. Early heal from Celeste at the back of Chabba made it probably. Matt, I can't test that Daredevil team on here because Daredevil sucks on Facebook. Nick, thanks for joining us. Kind of because... Okay, so wait. John, to what? To my message? See, you know what? Okay, so this is the problem with including Envari in here. This is the problem with including Envari into this particular conversation. Because if I treat him like a tank, I have to put him in this tier right here. Right? Do you guys agree with me? If I treat him as a tank, he doesn't sub in to every team. However, if I treat him like a support hero, I could see Envari in every single team. I could see Envari in every single, maybe not Kark teams. See, this is... Oh, Matt, I actually spoke with the developer at length about giving me access to a test server so that I could, but I don't know. The best tank with Luther's a tank. Dorian as a healer is like having a double hero. Agree. Marcus is really bad, Bruno. Marcus is really bad right now. Unless you're talking to Arcana, and then he's the best hero in the game. Do I see? So Tin Mad Dog, I think what you just said makes him a water bottle tier hero. In my opinion. I think that he can fit into most teams, and I think you can build a team around him. Well, let's just cover him here. I think Envari is worth leveling up. I don't think Envari is a waste of resources at all. And that's really the point of this tier list, is discussing what heroes are a waste of resources and what heroes aren't. Angelic can be either or sports. We fit in every team. Yeah. I think Envari fits. I think Envari is a water bottle hero. Water bottle tier hero. I don't even... people people are gonna get such a kick out of my tier names. Maybe not Kark teams. Okay. All right, guys. Well, we've been going for about an hour and a half, right at an hour and a half. Looks like I got $10 super chat. I'm not sure where that came from. Oh, you just don't donated. Arcana, thank you so much for the super chat. It's gonna help me buy a lot more dog toys, I guess. But I'm going to reiterate this one more time. You know what, Crazy? You can build a team around Marcus if you really wanted to. And that's the new puppy tier right here, okay? The new puppy tier is every hero in the game. Your favorite hero is the best hero. I don't think he's a stop. I think in the tank conversation, he's a stop sign tier team. Stop sign tier hero. God, that's so ridiculous. Crazy, thanks a lot. Thanks for joining me. I'll catch you later. I'll catch you later. Kevin, thank you for the super chat. Oh, and a sticker. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. So your favorite hero is, I would recommend building the team around your favorite hero, because this game is just a game, and unless you're trying to kill yourself and level up 100% in 1 month, you're just not gonna have a fun time doing that. And I think with your guys' help, we can build us a really fun tier list that we can take to new players. And that's the ultimate goal of these videos, this video series, is, thank you, Crazy, thank you for the super chat. I want to be able to take this tier list. I want you guys to be able to show new players this tier list and be like, hey, here are heroes worth investing in. Here are heroes that are not worth investing in. Here are heroes that are going to be great for a lot of teams. And I think that's really the point of all this. Mr. That I'm okay with stop sign team. Let's see. Water bottles. Too late for me. Thanks. Maybe it could help you buy a new PC and get rid of that Mac. Haha. I love my Mac. I love my Mac. Marcus needs some serious work. Agree. Have your Marcus spayed or neutered. Hi, would you put Astaroth and Cleaver together? I would on a defensive team. Fernando, I would put Astaroth and Cleaver together on a defensive team for sure. What about pairing Marcus, Dorian, Luther, Jorg, and Elmer? Could work. It could work. I think it's a little counterintuitive given that Elmer's jumping to the back and Marcus is dealing with people in the front. Luther and Vari wraps the enemy team with stun everywhere. Yeah, I agree. How often do we get new heroes on mobile? You're going to get a new hero about once a quarter. Gearwell City. I'm sorry. You've asked this like 4 times. Let's talk about Gearwell City. So how I got through Gearwell City is Cornelius. And I had, once I got Kark to a high... Okay, so Kark is terrible. Kark is terrible in the campaign. He's so bad in the campaign. He doesn't lift bosses. He's just so bad in the campaign. So I would recommend leveling up Jew, maybe Ishmael, as well as Kark. Thank you, John. Thank you so much for the super chat, John. Fun sticker there. Some of these missions in Gearwell City are going to require Cornelius. Well, that's okay. I'm building a gaming PC. I'm building a gaming PC, so I'll probably do both. Some of the Gearwell City fights I used Celeste. I needed Celeste. Some I didn't have enough damage, so I dropped Astaroth and added in who did I add in? So my typical team, let's see. Actually, you can see this. So yeah, I wasn't even sure what team to use. So my typical team in most versions of this game was this team right here. What I ended up doing for a lot of the Gearwell City was this: dropping out Astaroth and just running like this, and then using Faceless to copy Cornelius's hit. You need Cornelius. You really need Cornelius because I think of this guy right here. I think it's this guy. One of these two right here. I'm not sure which one it is. Marksman? No, it's not. It's not the marksman. The priest. That's who it is. The priest of Seymour. This cat right here just massively heals. Just heal over and over and over again. And you gotta kill this guy real fast. You gotta kill this guy real fast. So you have to have Cornelius. How can I get new stickers? Can I get new stickers? Can I add new stickers? If that's something you guys want to use, I'd love to add new stickers. Dallas. You guys are great. All right. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I'm going to do another one of these tomorrow, and we're going to talk about support. Now, let's talk about damage dealers. Let's talk about damage dealers tomorrow. Let's break it up. Let's talk about magic damage dealers tomorrow. And but I level up Juice Sebastian for campaign and the second team. So Sebastian's really strong in campaign as well. I think that Sebastian and a pure damage team could do very well also. Sebastian and Ju, I think would. Whew, I think if I had Sebastian and Ju leveled up, I'd probably sub them in for Nebula and Kark, and I think I'd do very well. So yeah, we'll do magic damage heroes tomorrow. Magic damage hitters, Lars, Orion, Satori. I think we'll find that most of them are going to fit into the stop sign tier, but I think a lot of them will fall into here as well. I don't think many of them will fit into every team. Some will, of course, but I think that naturally as we work through this tier list that a lot of the tanks are going to fit into every team. A lot of the healers are going to fit into every team, and a lot of the support heroes for sure are going to fit into every team. Water bottle tier. So yeah, so same time tomorrow, 7 o'clock Central Time in the Midwest. Join me if you guys want. Let's see. For the adventure, my guild masters recommend Martha, Cornelius, King, Mal, Galahad, and Cleaver. Yes, that is a very strong adventure team. Very strong. Yeah. Zebulon, I'm real sorry I didn't get to you. I saw you ask like 3 times. Gearwheel City, Rodrigo, you must be a mobile player. Gearwheel City is chapter 14. They haven't added chapter 14 and chapter 15 on mobile yet. Yeah. Yeah, Arcana, you hit the nail right on the head, buddy. I wanted community involvement in this. I want feedback because there's a lot of heroes that I just haven't leveled up and I don't hear a lot of people talking about. So how's the lockdown going? Oh, in Italy? Is there a lockdown in Italy because of the coronavirus? Philippines. Yeah. I think I remember you telling me that. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I love you all. Good luck in Dominion.